From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for the debate.
Good evening, friends. Not easy to fill in Arnab Goswami's shoes. He would be back in a while, but then me and Sharon will try to do that tonight.
In fact, we've got a power-packed edition of the debate lined up for you. Three big debates tonight. From calling it a drama to spinning a yarn about a corporate agenda. Why politicize the Ghar Tiranga call? That's debate number one. BJP claims Aam Aadmi Party rolled out a policy to benefit the liquor mafia. Aam Aadmi Party says BJP is targeting it. It's the ultimate face-off on debate number two. From cross-voting to a rift over the VP candidate choice as the opposition targets the opposition. Where is the unity? That's debate number three. These are the headlines we're tracking for you at this hour.
हर घर तिरंगा लहराने का काम करें, हर गली मोहल्ले में शोभा यात्रा प्रभात फेरी निकले तो उससे और जन जागरण हो.
Har Ghar Tiranga becomes a resounding national chorus as the Prime Minister urges citizens to hoist the tricolor.
जो लोगों के पास बेसिक इश्यूज हैं उससे तवज्जो हटाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. तो इसमें कोई बुरी बात नहीं है कि हर घर पे तिरंगा लहराएगा, लेकिन क्या हम कहीं चाइना में रह रहे हैं, हम कहीं पाकिस्तान में रह रहे हैं.
Congress and the National Conference insult the Har Ghar Tiranga call. Why politicize India's national pride?
हर घर में आप तिरंगा लहरा के, तो फॉर मी इट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट इमोशनली आप एकात्मा हो जाइए भारत माँ का साथ. वो सबसे बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट है.
Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma says it is an opportunity to strengthen the emotional bond with India. It's time to put Tiranga above the politics.
पहले ये तय किया जाता है कि किस आदमी को जेल भेजना है और फिर उसके खिलाफ एक मनगढ़ंत झूठा केस बनाया जाता है और उसे ज़बरदस्ती जेल भेजा जाता है.
Fierce Aam Aadmi Party BJP fight breaks out as the LG orders CBI probe into Delhi government's excise policy.
कांग्रेस का हर लीडर ने एडमिट किया है, भूपेन बोरा जी ने स्टेटमेंट दिया है कि इस इलेक्शन में इतना रेस्ट्रिक्शन नहीं है, कोई इशू नहीं है.
Blame game over. Cross-voting in presidential polls. Alwa hits out at TMC over the VP election. Opposition now at war with itself.
And it's a massive cash stash recovered in the Enforcement Directorate raids in West Bengal. Top leaders of the TMC searched.
Ladies and gentlemen, the tricolor is not just a flag we hoist. It's the manifestation of an emotion. It is a representation of unity. It is a celebration and homage to the struggle that made India independent.
So when a Har Ghar Tiranga movement is launched to instill collective national pride in the 75th year of the independence, it is surprising that the opposition still wants to divide, divide and divide. For once, can the opposition keep Tiranga above politics? Here are the developments so far, and then we debate.
The Tiranga represents our collective national pride. The Tiranga is symbolic of our struggle to become a sovereign nation. The Tiranga represents the glorious India story. And the Har Ghar Tiranga campaign is the most patriotic call to action.
भारत आजादी के 75 वर्ष मना रहा है और हर घर तिरंगा लहराने का काम करें, हर गली मोहल्ले में शोभा यात्रा प्रभात फेरी निकले तो उससे और जन जागरण होगा। युवाओं की भागीदारी बढ़ेगी तो तिरंगे का मान सम्मान और तिरंगे के प्रति उनकी सोच और तिरंगे की ताकत को जानने का अवसर भी मिलेगा।
Now, Prime Minister Modi has urged the Congress, but the opposition is calling it all drama.
Mr. Ishwarappa, their own party leader, said Tiranga should be changed. Their own leaders dislike Tiranga. RSS never hosts this for 58 years, 56 years in their headquarters. So what more double standards? What more drama they want to do only to gain legitimacy?
They are mocking it.
जो लोगों के पास बेसिक इश्यूज हैं उससे तवज्जो हटाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। तो इसमें कोई बुरी बात नहीं है कि हर घर पे तिरंगा लहराएगा, लेकिन क्या हम कहीं चाइना में रह रहे हैं, हम कहीं पाकिस्तान में रह रहे हैं।
Playing the anti-RSS card.
मैं तो रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ बीजेपी लीडरशिप को, पहले जाके तिरंगा आरएसएस का घर में ले रहा है। और हमारा जो आलिम उलमा है, हमारा जो बुजुर्ग है, इन लोगों ने तो फ्रॉम डे वन हर घर में तिरंगा पहुँचा दिया है और मोदी जी अभी स्टार्ट किया है। थैंक यू, सैल्यूट करता हूँ, अच्छा काम है।
And saying Khadi flag makers will be hit.
खादी गांधी जी ने दी, अब मोदी जी तो नहीं पहनते हैं, पर तिरंगे से को भी हटा रहे हैं खादी, तो ये ठीक नहीं है।
But the reality is, states are all set to buy Khadi Tirangas in larger scale.
Prime Minister's call on Har Ghar Tiranga, all the states have taken action, and Karnataka is also taking action. We decided to Har Ghar Tiranga 1 crore flags will be hosted on all the houses.
The BJP says it is an emotional call to fly the Tiranga high on this Independence Day.
हर घर में आप तिरंगा लहरा के, तो फॉर मी इट इज़ मोर इम्पोर्टेंट दैट आप लीगली इंडियन सिटीजन होना तो एक व्यवस्था है, वो व्यवस्था होते रहेगा, लेकिन आप इमोशनली भारत को आप अपना माँ समझिए, माँ स्वीकार कर लीजिए, इमोशनली आप एकात्मा हो जाइए भारत माँ का साथ, वो सबसे बड़ा इम्पोर्टेंट है।
So what's the politics about? Let's debate.
All right, joining the us this Friday evening to defend the government, Professor Rakesh Sinha, Member of Parliament of Rajya Sabha and author, live from Delhi; Ajay Alok, political analyst, live from Patna; Sushil Pandit, columnist and social activist, live from London; and Karan Verma, author and political analyst, live from Lucknow. Representing the opposition views, Dr. Sumant C. Raman, political analyst, live from Chennai; Nilofer Masood, president of JKNC Women's Wing from Baramulla. From Srinagar actually, but she is president of JKNC Women's Wing, Baramulla district; Ashraful Hussain, MLA, AIUDF, live from Dispur, Assam; and Iftikhar Misgar, political analyst, leans towards the BJP, live from Srinagar. Let me take this question to JKNC's Nilofer. Nilofer, are you going to hoist the flag or not? You answer and then we open the debate.
Shravan, we have been doing it since I think I was born. We have been doing it, and I have seen hurling and flying our national flag. I do respect my national flag, and there is no problem about it. But the thing is, the way the things are being put nowadays, it's very bad to see, because first of all, I take this opportunity because 3 quarters ago, before 1 century, in 1947, the Constituent Assembly of India adopted this national flag, and I take this opportunity to congratulate our nation for this day. But at the same time, we have flag codes, we have prevention of insult to the National Honor Act, amended Act 2003, wherein different things have been laid down, and flag code of our country is itself a regulatory guide so that the glory of our flag is maintained, no citizen disrespect.
We will hoist the flag, Nilofer says, but...
So who is going to check that? Who is going to check that?
The flag code should not have been changed. You know, there is a purpose. Nilofer, I have to fact check you. There is a reason why the flag code was changed in December. And the reason was to increase participation in national flag hoisting. Now, there could be issues about the cost, the money you pay for buying a khadi flag. There could be issues about availability. To circumvent every obstacle to the flag hoisting by everyone in the country, that change was made. I think you are not objecting to hoisting the national flag. You are just picking up issues, nitpicking actually with the government. Is the doubt about government's intention? If I could take that question again to the opposition side, Sumant Siraman, Jairam Ramesh in the morning tweeting, hypocrisy zindabad, from someone who is destroying livelihoods. I mean, I don't think he understands the value addition to khadi that the Modi government has done. I'll come to that later. Then Priyanka Gandhi tweets saying that Prime Minister should listen to those who are involved with the khadi trade on the issue of national flag. I think the objection is not to hoisting Sumant Siraman, but some issue has to be found because, like in the case of Roaring Lions, like in the case of GST, you have to oppose for the sake of opposing.
I don't think that the opposition is for the sake of opposing. I think very clearly they have a point as far as the amendment to the flag code has been concerned. In fact, one of the Khadi associations is on record saying that their orders have dwindled significantly once the amendment has been made. And that puts the livelihoods of several thousand families on the line. So I think that that is something that should be legitimately raised. Now, also the issue of sort of enforced patriotism.
Now, the thing is that you know, this entire fear mongering. Let me just put out some more facts for you and for all our guests who are coming in also right now. Sumant Siraman, if you simply take a look at the sales, the value of khadi sales has grown up from 13% from 2017 to 2021. Khadi production rate has increased from 6% from 2017 to 2021. If you take a look at the industry itself, it's a $42 billion industry. Now, 42 billion is rupees value of the khadi sales industry. Now, even after that, when you suddenly go back to the old debate that, look here, what have we really done for the industry? Now, this at a time when we're talking about an initiative which has been started by the government, which should have been wholeheartedly accepted.
No, it is not me who's actually saying this. I think this question should be asked to the Karnataka Khadi Gramodyog Samyukta Sangha. And it is they who are saying that they are losing orders this year following the amendment. It is not me who's saying it. So I think you should talk to the Khadi
Professor Rakesh Sinha, Professor Rakesh Sinha, why don't you come in? Why don't you come in?
I'm not saying it. They are on record.
Okay.
And guess what? Guess what? This is on the Republic World
side. Sumant Raman, I'm just coming to the aid of someone there. Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai is on record today saying that the government of Karnataka would be doing a lot of khadi buying. So you are again, Sumant Raman, the issue is you are nitpicking again. You know, one organization here and there. When Shavan is giving you the larger picture that the KVIC turnover has increased 8 times in the last 6-7 years. KVIC turnover in the last 6-7 years has increased 8 times, crossed 100,000 crore mark, 1 lakh crore rupees of khadi turnover. 14 days in the last 5 years when khadi sales have crossed rupees 1 crore a day. Where is that money going? Obviously to the manufacturers of khadi, to the poor, to the village industries.
You know where this is? This is on the Republic World website. This story.
No, this is on KVIC website. Sumant Raman, this is really unfair. Sumant Raman, this is unfair. Let Rakesh Sinha respond. You are being unfair. You see, this is KVIC website. This is not Republic World website. These figures are there in public domain. If you want to, you can check them.
One small point. Let me. Priyanka Vadra questions Har Ghar Tiranga, flag code change, worries for khadi industry. This is the headline. It is on www.republicworld.com.
No, I was talking about the khadi figures.
Abhishek, I'm talking about this on the organization.
Let Karan take on you. Let Karan respond to this.
I can't believe that Mr. Suman, who's generally so correct with facts, is so grossly wrong with facts today. On the GEM portal, it has broken all records of Khadi procurement. A record number of registration of firms have come up there,
Sir,
and record orders have been
Republic
placed.
World portal.
So please get your facts right, sir.
Sir,
Everywhere,
it is on Republic World
one
portal. You
supplier
are
here
welcome
and
to
there.
read it. Shall I show it? Shall I show it to the viewers?
Overall, I don't know what's written on which website which you've read, but overall,
No,
go to the GEM
Republic
portal,
World.
go to
Republic
the
World.
government records.
Republic is
Khadi
saying this. They are
procurement is on
reporting
an
it.
all-time high, and especially after this initiative. And Abhishek, do they want to reduce this to this, or do they have a problem with the tricolor?
No, because the problem here,
because they are so stuck.
You know, the problem.
No argument left.
Let me highlight, Karan. The problem. Let me highlight what the problem is, and especially since Ashraful Hussein's party essentially believes that this is all, but nothing but drama. You've had the National Conference making that statement. AIUDF says that this is a statement. Ashraful Hussain, what exactly is the problem? Now, coming back to the core issue here, hoisting the flag between the 13th and the 15th, an initiative that is to invoke the sense of patriotism. Where is the problem here?
ओके देखिए, शायद हम भूले नहीं, कुछ दिन के पहले जब को कोविड चल रहा था उस टाइम तो हम थाली भी पीटे थे। इस बार देखिए, जिस पार्टी ने उन लोगों ने जिसके ऊपर जिस आइडियोलॉजी के ऊपर बिलीव करता है, उन पार्टी ने 52 साल उनके हेडक्वार्टर में तिरंगा नहीं लहराया। आज उन्होंने हर घर तिरंगा लहराने के लिए अपील किया। हम आपका अपील को सम्मान करते हुए भी बोलते, जब आप लोग 52 साल आरएसएस की हेडक्वार्टर में तिरंगा क्यों नहीं लहराए, उसके लिए क्षमा मांगिए, आप उसके लिए माफ़ी मांगिए पूरे देश से, और आज फिर अपील कीजिए। प्रिवेंशन ऑफ इंसल्ट टू नेशनल ऑनर एक्ट में ये बात पहले थे नहीं, अब अभी में हाल ही में चर्चा में पता चला कि उस कोड को शायद अमेंड किया हुआ है। अगर फोर्स करके किसी को घर में तिरंगा लहराना की क्या जरूरत है? आप बोल रहे हैं कि खादी इंडस्ट्री ये होगा वो होगा। खादी इंडस्ट्री आसाम में हैंडलूम एंड देखिए, खादी इंडस्ट्री आसाम में
आप जब ये कहते हैं कि किस कोई फोर्स कर रहा है, कौन फोर्स कर रहा है यहाँ पे? आप मेरे को ये बताइए ना, कौन फोर्स कर रहा है? राकेश सिन्हा, दिस इज एग्जैक्टली वेयर द प्रॉब्लम लाइज, बिकॉज व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट व्हाट रियली हैपेंस, राकेश सिन्हा, प्रोफेसर राकेश सिन्हा, आई वांट यू टू रिस्पॉन्ड, अशरफुल, आप लगातार यही कहने की कहीं ना कहीं किसी को फोर्स किया जा रहा है। सवाल ये उठता है, प्रोफेसर राकेश सिन्हा, a blunt question here, is anyone really being forced to do it, or it should actually come it should actually come in from within, that you are at the end of the day you are celebrating your nation, you're celebrating your nation's independence.
This is a special occasion, that this is the 75th year of India's independence, and at this special occasion there are many programs which includes the Har Ghar Pe Tiranga. Question is that the Tiranga which inspired the freedom movement, which led many freedom fighters to die to safeguard the dignity of Tiranga Jhanda. Now the Prime Minister appealed to the people that every house should host the Tiranga flag. What is wrong? You are questioning the RSS. RSS has accepted Tiranga in 1930 when Congress declared complete independence. The RSS founder Dr. Ghar issued a circular to every RSS Sakha to host a Tiranga national flag and worship the national flag. If distortion of history does not make your logic right. Second important thing is that Prime Minister's appeal is a national appeal. It is not a BJP appeal. It is not the RSS appeal. When he is asking the people to join the campaign, this is the national campaign. This campaign should not be fractured, but the Congress party and some other political parties are trying to create the fractured image of India. At this occasion of national campaign, every political party should join. This is not a political campaign. You are talking about the Khadi. You know, the Khadi is a business at the peak after 2014. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji was Chief Minister of Gujarat in 2003, he organized Khadi fashion show, which no Chief Minister of the Congress party or CPM or any other party had imagined that time. So our conviction for the Khadi has a legacy of the freedom movement. If we want to celebrate the legacy of the freedom movement, some people have problem. Why you are disassociated with the legacy of the freedom movement? Why you are disassociated with the Tiranga flag?
No, Syed Abbas, you go back again and again. You go back again and again as far as the RSS is concerned. You know, when you do not have much to really debate about, when you do not have much to really actually oppose, you go back to the same rhetoric. And then you say that, okay, let me pass on the rhetoric as facts. I'll come back to the RSS part in a short while from now with some more facts to it, but respond to what Rakesh Sinha is essentially saying.
Two quick points, Shravan Saab. Let me tell you, Mr. Rakesh Sinha has lied on Republic TV, and I'll tell you why. 1950 to 2002, neither on Independence Day nor Republic Day did the RSS any shaka, I challenge you, raise the national flag. They might say the flag code violation. Let me debunk this theory. On Independence Day and Republic Day, flag code violation does not exist. So they are answerable to the nation and also their political arm BJP. Why this hypocrisy? आप खुद 50 साल के ऊपर नहीं लगाए
Rakesh Sinha answer.
And you tell us.
Rakesh Sinha answer. Rakesh Sinha answer.
You know,
what about?
I'm answering you.
What about Chimur? What about the fact that Dr. Hedgewar began his career as a congressman? Please answer.
I'm answering. You know, in 1930, Dr. Hedgewar participated in civil disobedience movement with the national flag, that was Tiranga. He joined the Congress movement. He was of the opinion that anti-imperialist movement should not have two platforms, two leadership, and two flags. This was the reason that he abandoned the RSS Sarsang Chalak position and joined the Congress movement. As far as RSS celebrating the Tiranga, you know, every year RSS observes the Akhand Bharat Day. What is Akhand Bharat Day? It is incomplete without the Tiranga. Pakistan discarded Tiranga and we adopted Tiranga. This is simple. Mahatma Gandhi is a part of RSS morning prayer. If you don't know RSS and propaganda does not prove your point. Propaganda does not prove your point. Question is that last question is that whether you are you don't remain stagnant with Nathuram Godse. Nathuram Godse may be hero for you. Nathuram Godse is a killer.
Iftikhar Misgar, your leader Mehbooba Mufti, Rakesh Sinha,
Rahul Gandhi has been using this for the last 10 years.
Rakesh Sinha, just hold on. You know, I'm looking at Iftikhar Misgar. He's looking a little amused. Iftikhar Misgar, your leader Mehbooba Mufti said that we will hoist the national flag only after Jammu and Kashmir state flag is back. It's not going to happen. Then tell us, on national TV, are you going to hoist the national flag or not?
See, this is amazing, like when we are playing and putting the politics into the integrity of the nation and trying to be more nationalist by encashing the national integrity to get votes in 2024. This is sorry. Even though you people should not support it.
How is hoisting the flag really
I'm
encashing?
telling you, if you will let me speak, I'll tell you. See, down the line, before 6-7 years, the same government made us to sweep the roads. In the morning, take the jadu on the hands and start sweeping the roads. Alhamdulillah, we swept our economy, we swept our everything. And the same government is now putting either one side, either they have two only options, because economically, on economic front, they have failed on every front. On employment front, they have failed. Yes, if they have done something.
I think such misguiding statements should be substantiated by facts. If you don't have facts, don't speak that the economy is collapsed. No. I won't allow you. You are giving a wrong message to the nation and the world. Where did the economy fail? How do you say the economy has failed? How do you say the economy has failed?
He's saying Pakistan's economy has failed, Sri Lanka's economy has failed.
You are a third-rate propaganda.
Keep your finger down. Finger down. Finger down. You are not in BJP office. Finger down. Finger down. Keep your finger down. Keep your finger down. Keep your finger down. This is not RSS office.
Don't speak like that.
This is not RSS. This is not.
Iftikhar Misgar, he's making a point. He's not raising fingers at you. He's making a point. He's making a point. Listen to him. Respond to him.
He is taunting. He is taunting. He did not allow me to speak because I
all right, Rakesh, let him complete his point. Rakesh, I'll come to you. We'll come to you. Just let him make his point. No, Iftikhar Misgar ji, make your point. Rakesh, just hold on. Let Iftikhar Misgar make his point. I'll come back to you.
See, who will not allow to hold the flag? But why to do politics on flag?
You're talking like a foolish person.
Why to do politics on flag? Because they have nothing to sell.
Iftikhar, why do you say it is politics? It is India's... Rakesh, let me just get in. Iftikhar, this is India's 75th year of independence. Because we became independent in 1947, it is coming in 2022. Iftikhar, listen. Now listen. No. Now you have to listen to me. Because we became independent in 1947, our 75th year of independence is 2022. If people of India have voted Narendra Modi to power to be the Prime Minister of the country and run a government in 2022, obviously they would hold the events. What is your problem if in the 75th year there is a groundswell of patriotism coming out with everyone involved in the country hoisting a national flag? Let me go to Sushil Pandit. Mehbooba Mufti is on record. Mehbooba Mufti was on record saying that she will hoist the national flag only after the state flag is back. You being a Kashmiri Pandit, respond to Iftikhar Misgar.
Celebrated and Abhishek,
thank you. Everyone, please hold on. Let Sushil Pandit respond.
Who will question you? Nobody will question you because you all are.
Thank you, Abhishek.
You all are representing.
Thank you, Abhishek, for including me in this debate. I want to start on a very personal note. Here in London last month, I was invited to address a gathering of Indians. And guess what they greeted me with? I hold this tricolor up for you and your viewers to watch. This is the memento they gave me, and this is made of pure khadi. I was moved beyond words. This is the first time I've seen often people greeting me with headgears, with shawls, with all kinds of uttariya or garlands, but this was the first time I was greeted with a tricolor given to me to keep. And I cherish it as my proud possession because tricolor touches your soul. It invokes such emotions which are inexplicable, beyond words. People die for this piece of cloth.
Sushilji, why does your emotions go when you
we were driven out of Kashmir for owing
when you don't see flag on the RSS office? Why do
Shut up and keep quiet.
What about your emotions?
I haven't finished.
When you did not,
This is
when you did not see flag on your office, RSS office.
Iftikhar, just hold on. Let Sushil Pandit make his point. Let Sushil Pandit, hold on. Both of, one second. Let's not
make people emotional. Sushilji, don't make people emotional. People are not fools. People understand everything.
Am I
do you ever understand?
Do you hoisting a national flag, playing with people's emotions? Iftikhar, come on, let's have some substance in the debate. Iftikhar ji, let's have some substance in the debate. Hoisting national flag on Independence Day during 75th year of India's independence is not playing with people's emotions. Let's be honest about it. Let Sushil Pandit make his point. Iftikhar, just hold on for 2 minutes. Sushil Pandit.
Thank you, Shravan. The point is, this tricolor today needs to be reinforced in popular conscience because this precisely has been challenged. In Kashmir, we were driven out because we owed unalloyed allegiance to tricolor. We refused to be part of processions that were led with a Pakistani flag or an ISIS flag, or an Azad Kashmir flag, which was Pak-occupied Kashmir's propped-up flag. That is why we were driven out of Kashmir. And that is why more Jawans have laid their lives in Kashmir than in all the wars put together after independence. It is for this tricolor that people live and die. But I have a different point to make, and don't mistake it for a discordant note. I would like to speak candidly. Tricolor has also been used as a cover. It was used as a cover at Shaheen Bagh. It is used as a cover by PFI when they organize their military-like marches. We should not allow tricolor be defined, be soiled by such people to use as a cover for their propaganda and for their nefarious activities.
No,
tricolor is also used for event management. When it is put across shikaras in Kashmir to create video clips and give a sense of false security across the country.
To give you memento.
Tricolor should not be
has been
used
used for that. This is disrespecting our tricolor. This is disrespecting our tricolor. Do you know that? What does the Section 4 provide of the prevention of insult to the National Honor Act? What does it provide?
Sumansi Raman, I'll come to you. I'll give you the opportunity to respond. Sumansi Raman, let others also come in. Also, Nilofer hasn't spoken for quite some time. Ajay Alok and Nilofer. Can we have Ajay Alok and Nilofer coming in? Ajay Alok. Nilofer, I'll come to you. Nilofer, I'll come to you. Ajay Alok. No, I'll come to you, Nilofer, but I'll come to you with regards to several questions essentially being raised about your party's role also. Let's not forget what really happened when Farooq Abdullah made that comment about, the Ghar flag to be essentially been, the best symbol, or let me just quote, the best tribute as a symbol is to adopt the flag, the Ghar flag that would unfurl atop the Secretariat in Jammu and Kashmir. And let's not forget, every time that he's been questioned about that and not hosting the tricolor. No, one second. Nilofer, we all know your party's position on this. We all know about the party's position.
Don't make these comments. Don't make these
comments. I'll come to you, Nilofer. I'll give you the chance to respond.
There is no such separate flag. We respect our flag. Please,
one second.
Don't politicize the things as is being done. Please don't do this. We have been respecting our flag, and you also need to do.
How exactly can we remind you? Can we remind you?
No, you
your
need not
party's
remind me.
position?
I know how you are putting
in
the
a short. You know what I'll do is I'll just recently, not far away. Recently, Farooq Abdullah was asked this question.
What did he say?
No, Farooq Abdullah.
He never said anything wrong. No, you cannot.
No, one second. You're not even. Let me make the point here. Let me make the point. The moment I go back to Farooq Abdullah, it seems that it's a touchy topic again, because he was asked this question, Ajay Alok. He was asked this question about this very initiative. We'll perhaps put that recent soundbite of Farooq Abdullah. The response that he had, it's shameful to say the least. Ajay Alok, coming back to this politics around it, through the day we have seen the kind of responses really coming in. People giving weird narratives, spinning weird narratives all through, fear-mongering, then saying that, look here, this is nothing but absolute drama. I still can't understand, till the time we actually began the debate, to understand where exactly does the problem really stem from, Ajay Alok?
Well, 34 minutes have passed in your debate, and we are beating around the bush. Somebody is saying that the khadi industry is going to be affected. Somebody is saying different things. Somebody is talking about flag code. Somebody is saying XYZ. It's a simple thing. It's a 75th year, and thanks to Naveen Jindal, a congressman in 2004 got this order that we can hoist the tricolor. All the citizens of India can hoist the tricolor all 365 days of the year. Earlier it was not allowed before 2004. Now this is the 75th year. It is the duty of every citizen who feels himself to be an Indian, himself or herself to be an Indian, that we should celebrate this 75th year. Where is the question of politicizing? Those who do not want to celebrate just because Prime Minister Modi has made an appeal, and they have filmy reason that RSS has not done this in 52 years, they have not done it for 45 years. Fine, you do it. Why do you look at others? If you think you are Indian, you are celebrating your 75th year of independence, why do you need to look at others? Where's the point? What is the question? Absolutely illogical references. We are entering into 75th year, 13th to 15th August. Prime Minister has made an appeal, and even without an appeal,
judgment which has been laid down by the Honorable Supreme Court in the Union of India versus Naveen Jindal, what was held there? It said that this flag code of our country is to be respected. is to be respected.
Flag
And
code
every
is being
country has its
respected.
codes and
It is
regulations.
flag code is being
But that
respected.
never means nobody can fly
But
it.
Mr.
But it
Farooq
never
Abdullah has
says
disrespected.
for maintaining,
Mr.
for
Farooq
maintaining the
Abdullah has
glory
a
of the
constant
flag,
habit
the
of
rules and
disrupting
regulations
the
are to be
flag.
maintained.
He
This
has
was
always given
stated by the
disrespect.
Honorable
Like what he
Supreme
said,
Court. You cannot
Tirange ko ghar mein rakh
just
dena.
change the
Oh,
judgment.
country knows this.
You
What is
cannot
the bite
change
he
the
has given?
judgment.
Flag code is being respected.
झंडा फहराएंगे,
They made a
झंडा को
reference
घर में
that
रख
Sumant
देना।
Raman.
However, every person
Alok,
has a right.
Ajay, Alok, you made a point. Nilofer, you made a point. I have to get in Sumant Raman. Sumant C. Raman. You were, showing this Republic World story. Now, what's the problem with the story? We have very faithfully reported. We are a very objective network. We have faithfully reported what Priyanka Gandhi has said, right? So it should not be a problem with you. Now, I'll come to the tweet which got this reaction of Priyanka Gandhi, that of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. It got me interested. Prime Minister has attached a couple of documents. One of that is of the flag committee, which approved on this day, Sumant Raman, 1947, the flag which we proudly hoist now, and we are going to hoist on 15th August as well, 13th to 15th August. Now, the interesting bit, Sumant Raman, it says, after a general discussion in the significance and importance of the national flag, it was approved that the flag would be so-and-so design. Also it says, and that's the more important part I found, Sumant Raman, from the day that India receives complete transfer of power from the British, it is necessary that the national flag be there. The President has decided that a flag committee consisting of the following, and so it says, that the flag of the Indian National Congress be adopted as the flag of India. Now imagine the large-heartedness of everyone involved. Now I'm reading again. The flag of the Indian National Congress should be adopted as the national flag with suitable modifications. Now imagine the flag of the Congress party at that time adopted as national flag, and everyone with a large heart accepted it. In the 75th year of independence, if there is a government which is not of the Congress party, Sumant Raman, a government not of the Congress party wanting to hoist the same national flag from every home, why should you have problem? Why should the Congress leaders be nitpicking?
Abhishek, I want to tell you about how large a heart at that point of time the RSS had. On the eve of
again RSS, Sumant Raman, why are you bringing RSS on this?
In the organizer,
why should the Congress not take the lead?
The
Naveen Jindal got the judgment.
Is in itself an evil, and a flag having three colors will certainly produce a very bad psychological effect.
Rakesh Sinha, please respond. He's again bringing RSS. I did not want RSS to be brought in. Sumant Raman is just about large-heartedness and not nitpicking. It is about patriotism and not some particular ideology. For God's sake.
I'm making it clear about the RSS.
Speaking about large-hearted people accepting the Congress flag with modifications, I was just pointing out
give me 30 seconds to make it clear.
That they actually said the word three is in itself an evil, and a flag having three colors will certainly produce a very bad psychological effect and is injurious to
Let Rakesh Sinha respond.
This was in the organizer on
Let
the eve
Rakesh
of
Sinha
independence.
respond.
Professor Sinha.
Let Rakesh Sinha respond.
They are, when the Congress adopted tricolor in and there was complete independence, the very first day RSS issued circular, this is a historically proved fact. This is an archival record. Every Sakha of the RSS in central provinces and other parts of the country, RSS had a limited presence in the country, had observed
Did this editorial come in the organizer or not?
RSS observed, yes. Sumant Sirman, why you are impatient? RSS observed Akhand Bharat Day, RSS observed Republic Day every year since 1947. And in all the occasions, the tricolor was hosted and respected and worshipped. We not only host the tricolor, we worship, we go one step further. For us, every symbol of this national sovereignty represents the semi-spiritual bondage for us. For the
Sir,
national
when was the flag raised
national
in the
bird,
RSS headquarters?
any symbol.
Going back
So
again
kindly,
and again.
kindly,
you know,
my
one second.
Prime Minister, I am just finishing in 10 seconds. Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has appealed as a Prime Minister, Har Ghar Tiranga. Are we associating or dissociating? That is the question. Mahatma Gandhi, when said quit India, do and die, there are many ideological differences. Those who differ, what you are calling them? Muslim League differed. Even Hindu Mahasabha, part of Hindu Mahasabha. But Mahatma Gandhi at that time. Do and die question.
No,
so this is a question Narendra Modi ji has given a call as a Prime Minister.
For the heck of it.
For the heck of crucial question for you.
Syed Abbas, for the heck of opposition,
Pass their love for the country.
No, one second. Syed Abbas.
Who is giving certificates?
Syed Abbas and Karan. Syed Abbas, one second. At least hear me out. At least let me ask you this question.
We are not giving certificates. There is nobody raising doubts about your patriotism. Absolutely not. Please be rest assured, nobody is raising doubts about your patriotism. It's just about nitpicking. That's the point we are making.
No, Abhishek, one straight question to at least Sumant Raman and Asad. Syed Abbas, beyond this constant reference to RSS, for a minute, can you just keep that aside? And if I have to ask you this question, where exactly do you really feel is the problem with an initiative like this? A straight question. Do you have a problem that between the 13th and the 15th, if people voluntarily decide that they want to hoist the flag, do you have a problem with that? Just yes or no.
I'm very glad, Sean Bhai. Sean Bhai, I'm very glad you asked.
Don't get into the RSS bit. We have answered the RSS bit. We have debated on the RSS bit.
Certainly, Shawan Bhai. You've asked me this question directly. Yes, I think a day before I was on the show with Mr. Arnab Goswami, and he asked me the same question. Do I have a problem? Absolutely no problem. As a matter of fact, my good friend Ajay Alok, normally we are worthy opponents on the debate, but I like the point that he brought in, the fact that, keeping aside RSS, there could be a hypocrisy or a dichotomy, or even keeping the Khadi aside. The fact of the matter, should we Indians have a problem with Har Ghar Tiranga? Absolutely no. I take great pride in that, and I'm certainly going to do it. But I have a question where it comes in is, I'm from Karnataka, and I'm aware of the Karnataka Khadi Gramya Udyog Sangha. Normally, annual turnover, they do 3 to 4 crore during the Republic Day time, or even during the Independence Day cumulatively. But unfortunately, they are in protest. And mind you, hundreds of families are supported by that. My only request to my Honorable Chief Minister, Mr. Baswaraj Bommai ji, is to have a dialogue with the Karnataka Khadi Gram Udyog Samyukta Sangha.
No, but one second. Syed Abbas, in fact, we were the only network to actually ask this question to your Chief Minister.
Yes,
this is what he says. This is what he says. He's assured that maximum number of orders would be given to the Karnataka Khadi Gramodyog Samyukt Sangh.
Yes.
Now, the question here is that the Chief Minister is saying, I think so, he's also, he's also given the exact amount of the order, if I'm not wrong. We've played that out. We've played that interview a short while back. So now if that is also addressed, now tell me where is the problem, and then I want Karan respond now, because we've got this,
I will respond to that,
question.
Shawan Bhai, I will respond to that. I honestly believe, keeping the politics aside, I honestly believe, I'll hear my good friend Karan out. He's an articulate friend of mine. I truly believe that we must iron out the differences. If there are differences,
so I'm saying point out the difference. I'm saying point out the difference. You had the issue about the Khadi Gramodyog in Karnataka. I've already given you the response, and this is the assurance that your Chief Minister has made. Now tell me what is the point of difference, and I want then Karan to respond.
I'm
quickly.
very glad.
30 seconds. I want you. 30 seconds. I want you to tell me the exact problem.
Certainly. Shawan Bhai, I'm glad that I brought in a problem, and with your responsible journalism, you have addressed it. I'm glad that our Chief Minister was called out on the same. The orders will be given, and I hope that the Karnataka Khadi Sangha stops their protest, comes in together, and they are paid their amount which has been over the years. That is about it. I think if these trivialized things are set apart, minuscule things are set apart, I think We should come together. 75 years of Amrit Mahotsav, and it's high time we come together as Indians.
On a lighter note, Abhishek, I think so. Syed, this is exactly what I'm saying. I think the Nilofer and Sumansi Raman, all the problems, all the so-called differences that you have, we've actually ironed them out. First, Syed Abbas came in thinking about Karnataka. Sumantri, that's exactly. We are willing to put out the facts. We are willing to put out the facts. This proves our point, Karan. This proves our point here. This proves our point here that see when you fall short. When you fall short of actually coming up with ideas as to what we need to oppose, and raise questions about the inefficiencies of the government, no problem. But when it comes to certain issues here, Karan, and issues which every Indian would be actually proud of. And as Ajay Alok was pointing out, when Navin Jindal actually came up with this entire idea, I think so everyone respected that. Everyone actually hailed that particular idea, cutting across party lines. And this is exactly, these are moments when you actually should be cutting across, thinking beyond your party lines.
Shravan, this is what this occasion is all about. I respect the intellectual honesty of my good friend Mr. Abbas here. This is far bigger than parties, regional differences, what ideology, what side of the ideology you're on. It is about our nation. Nations and civilizations thrive on spirit and emotions. The tricolor elicits countless emotions. What comes to my mind right now is what Captain Vikram Batra said. He said, I will either fly the flag high in victory or come back wrapped in it. And his father proudly said, my son did both. I am reminded of what Neeraj Chopra said when he won the gold medal. He said, nothing mattered more to me than watching the national flag fly high there. So this is what we are made of, sir. We might have our differences. People might debate employment, unemployment, rupee versus dollar, but this is our nation. We'll strive together and correct it. We are one in this. We are bound by a common creed of Indianness, and that is what we wish to celebrate. That's about it.
Absolutely. Shravan Saab, Vijay Vishwa Tiranga Pyara, Jhanda Uncha Rahe Hamara. I agree with my brother Karan, and Jai Hind, we shall do that. Har Ghar Tiranga it shall be.
Let's give the last word to Nilofer. She came really prepared with the flag code and all the incidents. Nilofer, your last word on this debate.
My only question to the panelist is that knowingly or unknowingly, maybe there is disrespect to our flag, how they are going to check it. Kindly come up with the law, come up with the policy, how you are going to check that. Because our code itself provides that disrespecting won't be allowed in any way. Even there is one of the clauses which I have read that the flag should not be displayed. It should be displayed only from sunrise to sunset. How it is going to be checked? Right. Please tell me.
Nilofer,
how you are going to check that? How you are going to check that?
Nilofer, you are being a traditionalist. Nilofer, you are being a traditionalist. Nilofer, you are being a traditionalist. I think we have become very liberal about hoisting of national flag, and in fact.
Question of liberation.
No, the National Museum of American History. Friends, the National Museum of American History in the United States, in fact, in Washington, D.C., I believe, is preserving as a project of enormous importance the flag of 1814, which was flying, the garrison flag that survived the 25-hour shelling of British at the Fort McHenry in Baltimore. It inspired Francis Scott to in fact compose the American national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. That's what a flag does. Americans are preserving that same flag for over 2 centuries now. It galvanizes the nation. And that's the objective of this exercise that nobody should be avoided. Nobody says they won't. In fact, stop nitpicking and join in with everyone on August 13 to 15 to hoist the national flag. Thank you so much. Shravan.
Ladies and gentlemen, after the Lieutenant Governor ordered a CBI probe into the Delhi government's excise duty on liquor. A fierce Aam Aadmi Party BJP fight has broken out. Kejriwal says they are being targeted for the party's success. BJP says Aam Aadmi Party is favouring the liquor mafia. Hot political debate with our executive editor, Politics, Aishwarya Kapoor, on the other side.